David Goggins has laid down 10 challenges and how you can shift your mindset and defy the odds. He's an ultramarathon runner, Navy SEAL, firefighter, best-selling author of Can't Hurt Me, and Never Finished. In this video we'll be summarizing those 10 challenges so you get them without reading the book. Number 1, write down everything bad that has ever happened to you in your life. All the times you've been mistreated, all regrets, all hardships, difficulties that you needed to endure. And yes, this might be extremely painful. You right now find reasons why you aren't who you want to be. You're looking at yourself, and that's an important step to climb up. Number 2, create an accountability mirror. Just go into your bathroom, just grab a bunch of sticky notes and write down all insecurities, dreams, goals, everything that you want to improve, all routines and habits that you want to adapt on those sticky notes and put them up just around your mirror, so that every time you walk into your bathroom, you see yourself as who you truly are and who you truly want to become. A quick side tip from him is, just take each self-improvement step, write it on an individual note. Don't have lists there, because every time you now have accomplished a goal, you've surpassed certain insecurity. Going to take that note, you can crumble it up and throw it away, or we can take it and save it for later and put it in our cookie jar. Afterwards, go ahead and put up a new one so that you always have something to improve on. Number 3, get uncomfortable. In this step, we're going to be opening our journals again and write down every single step that it takes to achieve the first goal. And a goal might be as simple as getting a routine, breaking an unhealthy habit, making your bed, having a skincare routine, going for your first 1-mile run. It might also be starting a business, getting better grades. The goal doesn't matter as long as you now get uncomfortable on a regular basis. Go ahead and do something that is good for you, something that you aren't doing right now. Because number 4, there are enemies out there that want to destroy you. They want to do that actively or passively, doesn't matter. In the 4th step, you're going to defy the odds. You will just once prove to yourself that you don't need to live up to those enemies, that you are not who they think you are, that you take back control over your own actions. And by the way, with enemies I mean everyone who has some form of expectations of you, if they may be positive or negative, your next door neighbor, maybe your teachers, parents, friends, or any competitor. You once again are not doing it for them to prove a point. You're gonna show yourself that you're capable and that you're able to do something independent of their opinions. Because now in number 5, you're gonna focus on your goal and nothing but your goals. You again sit down with a pen and paper, write down what you want to have accomplished in your life and study who you need to become to get there. And when I mean studying, when he means studying, then he means actual studying. Sit there with your flashcards, treat it as a textbook and do some revising like you would be if you'd be going to school. This is a vital step now, because if you don't have your goals, if you don't have your reasons to move at your fingertips, you're gonna be hit with doubts and you won't be able to overcome them. These reasons will show you that change is not just optional, but necessary. Number 6, have a cookie jar. Little phrases, little reminders that tell you that you have done it before. Things that you can be proud of. Things that you did well in the past. Things that prove to you that you can do it all over again. So write down everything great, every accomplishment, every achievement, no matter how small that may be. It might just be reading 1 book last year, a singular page each night, having some form of healthy habit, whatever it is. Have a collection of that. And now you can actually have a cookie jar, or you can create your own mental one to carry it around wherever you go to again. So that when you're confronted with conflict inside of you, you can return to your mental cookie jar, take out, hey, I've done X, Y, Z, and I'm pretty proud of that. If I've done X, Y, Z, I can do A, B, C. It removes some form of barrier that you've set in yourself. Plus, it's good to see how far you've already come in the direction of your goals already. Because you might not start at step 1, you might be starting at level 5. And now, no matter if we've experienced something or if we have experienced nothing at all, we're going to push ourselves when it comes to the next difficulty, when it comes to the next hardship. Primary example would be going to the gym, working out. We clearly are out of our comfort zone there, but we have someone inside of us, someone David Goggins calls the governor, who tells us that we are incapable of doing so, that we are incapable of doing that one exercise, that we cannot push ourselves past the 10 push-up, the 20 push-up mark. And in this particular step, you're going to push yourself 5 to 10% more than what you have done in the past, than what your governor tells you. Before we go back to the video, for all students out there whose battle is to get better grades, I created a study bundle, which link is in the video description. It doesn't cost you anything to at least check it out, and for everyone who considers buying it, use the code JUSTSOMEONE for 20% discount. Now enjoy the rest of the video. David Goggins is actually convinced that whenever we think that we can't do anything, we're just 40% done with the progress. So we can push ourselves double that of what we have already accomplished even though we feel completely exhausted and drained. Now, number 8, and that one is really important, manage your time. He proposes a 3-week challenge. In the first week, you're going to track your everyday life like nothing has changed. You have a little digital or analog, preferably analog timer with you, and just write down how long you take for each task. There might be breakfast, there might be your lunch break, there might be how long you work, there might be how long you go to the loo, how long it takes to cook, how long you brush your teeth, and so on. You just write that down in the table and save that. In the second week now, we're going to be creating our perfect schedule. How would our lives look like within boundaries if you fit in all steps that you need to take to get to your goals? Just a reminder that breaks are really important, so schedule them as well. And while you go throughout the second week, track them again. And you might notice that one task actually takes longer than what you've expected. Actually doesn't take as long as you've expected. Which is why in the third week, we're going to optimize our schedule and with that have the perfect, lead design schedule for your life. The 9th challenge though tells you to surround yourself with people that will help you along the journey. Those could be achievers, someone who has already done something great in your field. Those could be competitors again, someone who pushes you out of your comfort zone. And you find those people. It might just be, again, your parents, a friend of yours. It might be your neighbor, your pastor, maybe someone on social media. You can always go ahead and message them and you won't probably get a reply, but by just doing the act of messaging those people, you've got out of your comfort zone. You took one further step towards your goal. Now when we have surrounded ourselves with those new people, with that new group, we're going to try to beat them. We're going to be uncommon amongst the uncommon. The top 1% of the 1% so that we can reach step number 10, in which we note all the successes, all the wins which we have now experienced, as well as all the difficulties and hardships again that we have seen throughout it. Go into details about how your mindset has shifted, what you thought, how you handle difficulties, and maybe even successes. Just one thing is important. Be honest with yourself. And I know for some of us, me included, that might be the most difficult step. And that was David Goggins. Thank you everyone very much for watching. See you all in the next video. And in case someone has an academic challenge in front of them, here's a playlist of study tips that might help you along the way. Goodbye.